Sean, what does that mean? 30 seconds? Shaw, 30 seconds. Ten seconds now, Shaw. Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. Ryan Waters and Jason Casey alongside. It is playoff time. It's the Sun and the Rams. The Rams won the coin flip. They'll defer to the second half. So the Okanagan Sun offense, we will see for the first time in this postseason game. A berth in the 2016 BCFC Cullen Cup Championship game is on the line. The West Shore Rebels, who won yesterday in dramatic fashion, 34-29 over the VI Raiders, will wait for the winner of this game and will host the winner of this game on Saturday the 29th. Kieran Doherty, the kicker of the Rams, has teed it up, and we are underway. The opening kickoff in the direction of Rashawn Simonize. He gets it at his own 10. Simonize gets to the 20. Now the 30, cuts it back towards the middle. Now to the 40, and he'll be gang tackled around the 42-yard line. Actually, he won't go down, but he is stopped there. And that's where this offense will take over. Very good field position for Foster Martins and company on the season. Martins was 97 of 155 for 1,300 yards, 1,375 as a matter of fact, threw 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and completed 62% of his passes. He's a big dude in there, 6'2", 215 pounds, as I mentioned in the pregame show. Had some success against the Rams in the regular season, 19 of 32 for 327, and threw 3 touchdown passes, that coming last week or 2 weekends ago against this very same Rams defense. Rams will rush 4. Martins in a shotgun again to Keldon Curry. He'll try the right side. Curry goes down the line of scrimmage, and he's knocked backwards. Great job of pursuit. Shareem Charles Brown gets his first tackle of the afternoon. It was pretty by Shareem as he got through and brought down Curry.
Yeah, Curry, I think on that kind of almost like a sprint option coming outside on that zone read, he's got to establish whether he's going to cut up or not. That little stutter step inside, then try to bounce out. It's too hard to go outside of a quality defensive end like the Rams have, and you either got to commit to getting to the outside and use your speed or knife it upside and make a linebacker miss.
That's a great point. A very talented defensive core, especially that defensive line for the Rams. 2nd and 11 if Curry missed or lost a yard. Martins wants to go deep down the field. Has his man Simonize, who has it knocked down at the last second. Getting his hand in between the hands and the ball was Drew Belgrave. Knocked it away from Simonize, and it's a quick 2-0.
Yeah, a little underthrown, so Belgrave had an opportunity to close back that gap that Simonize got on him. Simonize wide open. Should have been completion, should have been a touchdown. Nothing worse when you're a wide receiver running downfield and you're that wide open, waiting for the football to get to you, knowing that either the defender's going to catch me or I'm going to drop the damn ball.
Raquel Cespedes is going to kick. J.J. Jackson, one of the dangerous men in the CJFL, is back deep. Cespedes will try to keep it away from him. It will be Jordan Lund from his 39. Lund will be chased out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Good field position for the Langley Rams as they'll come out offensively for the first time. And starting quarterback Tommy Robertson, 55 of 97, 754 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns, but 6 interceptions, completing 56% of his passes. 3 quarterbacks on the roster for the Rams. All 3 guys have started the game in the BCFC this year.
Yeah, and we'll see if that's going to be a game plan for the Rams, if they'll get different dynamics with the different quarterbacks going in and try and throw off the Suns' timing. 3
receivers to the right of Robertson. He's got 2 guys in the backfield. Now they will depart. It's an empty backfield. Robertson, quick drop, not there. Jonas Geary comes shooting through the line. Now Robertson wants to go down the field looking for J.J. Jackson. It is intercepted. Raquel Cespedes on a deflection. Cespedes back to the 50, now midfield, and he's tripped up there at midfield. But Raquel Cespedes taken away right away. 21 interceptions during the regular season for this defense, the first in the postseason.
Yeah, and I mean, the quarterback had all time on that play. He didn't have to force that. That was excellent cover. Cespedes was underneath that deep post pattern. Unless you have a cannon for the arm and you can throw your receiver open, that was an unnecessary, I think, play to try and force in there. You have great field position. Either just run for a few yards, throw it out of bounds, whatever. You're outside your own 40. I think that was just trying too much too soon.
Wide formation. They load the left side to the Sun. With Curry and Russell in the backfield, Martins play action, slips, and he'll be, no, not wrapped up. He gets the ball over to, it was a Shamar Donaldson, I think, made the reception. He gets right back to, that's Keldon Curry, pardon me. and gets back to the original line of scrimmage after the slip of Martins.
Yeah, and two different game plans, it looks like, coming from the initial first few plays of each side. The Sun look like they're going to stay within the tackles, possibly attack between the tackles, unless it's, you know, the third or fourth read, whereas the Rams are looking to spread. Now, we only saw one broken play, but it looked like they were either going to throw the hitch or go downtown with a possible sprint out and keep the quarterback outside the tackles to try and alleviate the speed of the Sun defense.
5 receivers are going to swing it over here to Shamar Donaldson, but it skips into Donaldson. And another quick 2-and-out by the Okanagan Sun offense after the interception by Cespedes. Or Keel, by the way, during the regular season, had a pair, no, make it 3 interceptions in the form that KSSL gets his first of the postseason. So with 12:01 to go, opening quarter, no score between the Sun and the Rams.
He had his downfield arm, so he had the tackle if he needed upfield, and if it did get through his arms, he had the knockdown, and then was able to bat it to himself and catch it.
A terrible kick by Keely Hines off the side of his foot, just crossing the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 1-yard punt. Well, we'll give him a yard. We'll be generous.
And I'm not laughing at him by any stretch of the imagination. No. You know, playing sports is hard enough as it is. It's just unfortunate that right now we're seeing both offenses just completely stagnant, and whether they're nervous or they're not quite sure, trying to feel out the defense, and they don't want to make mistakes. And when you're thinking about not making mistakes, that's usually when the mistakes happen.
Yep. The net average for Keely, 27 yards. That one traveling a yard. Empty backfield again. Colby Peters now the quarterback, slant pattern, caught by Sellers, and he slips and falls at the 40-yard line, 50-yard line, pardon me. And it'll be a pickup of about 7 yards.
Yeah, and the Sun looked like they're giving good cushion there. Possibly being told maybe don't let the receivers get behind you. I couldn't quite see what covers they were playing, but just a deep mid-range slant coming down, and quite honestly, Sellers could have continued up the middle of the field and could have pushed that to a first down.
Peters, and coming off the bench as whistles blow before we can get underway here. It'll be a 2nd and 3 from the Sun 50-yard line. Peters during the regular season, 40 of 74, 691 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, completing 54% of his passes. But we mentioned how easy you can substitute a quarterback in for this Rams team. They have 3 on the roster. Peters was very good in the second half, at least the 4th quarter 2 weeks ago here at the Apple Bowl. Peters will hand to Joe Carter first time. Carter gets the first down as he picks up 4. Stopped there by Jonas Gearing in his 22-year-old season. A first down Rams. It's the first down of the game.
Yeah, and that's a nice position for the Rams to get into. If they can get into that rhythm where they're getting that 2nd and mid, 2nd and short, that makes your play calling and your execution that much easier against a quality defense.
We have the chain gang to come out with 10:38 to go. Opening quarter, no score. Sun and Rams. Again, the West Shore Rebels lying in wait. Will host the winner of this game Saturday, October 29th. Now that's a 7 o'clock start too in West Shore after dramatic victory yesterday over the VI Raiders. It is a first down according to the chain game. 34-29 over the Raiders. The Rebels getting a touchdown, 23 seconds to go to take the lead last night in West Shore. The game was back and forth. You can't really see much on Twitter, but you could feel the intensity coming out of the Twitter.
Especially against, you can call it crosstown. They're not that far away from each other.
Yeah.
Rivals like that, right? Yeah. So that atmosphere must have just been fantastic to be around.
1st and 10, empty backfield. 6 receivers. This one is tipped up and incomplete. And McCoy and Connor Novak coming off the right side, able to get their big mitts up. I think was it McCoy that got it up? A deflection there?
So, yeah.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Sun. 50, make that the 46-yard line. This game will be broadcast on Shaw, I believe, all week long, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday at least. And you'll get the benefit of replays. And sadly, you'll hear our voices, but you can always mute the TV, I suppose.
Oh, shucks.
But we do get the benefit of having a replay here. So 2nd and 10. I've seen a couple of times where the Rams have gone empty backfield.
And it's odd because they're trying to alleviate, I think, spread out the Sun defense, but they're not taking away the speed.
Fumble, and the Sun will pick it up.
There you go.
Yep, on the end around. Connor Novak picks up the fumble. The exchange from Ryan McDonald, who is the receiver in motion to get the handoff, just didn't get it cleanly, and then Novak comes up with it.
And it just seems like an odd, I guess, play calling or system to try and implement against the Sun front four right now. With going empty backfield, I almost would want to run my quarterback out on sprint outs and try and get away from the tackle box, or even not even run the wide receiver reverse like that, because you're within the Sun's best weapon, and that's their front four.
Handoff here to Curry on the I formation. Curry will bounce up to the Ram 50, still fighting for yards, knocked down around the 47-yard line. Falls down for about 8 yards to be second and short. Good run by Curry, who got his first junior start last week after the injury to Brendan Hansen, who lost for the season. Curry was good in his first start. 30 carries on the season, 159 yards.
Yeah, he's an excellent runner. You had Hansen, who's not dressed for this game, but you got Curry, you got Rodriguez. I mean, you got Casey Russell, great fullback that can run the ball as well.
Russell, the fullback here, gets the handoff, gets the first down and more as he rumbles forward for 5 or 6. Russell in his 22-year-old season as well, 41 carries and 209 yards during the regular season. One of the graduates. Wants to be a pilot.
Oh, interesting.
Welcome to Russell Air. I tried to get him to do his pilot voice. He's got to work on it, though, if you saw that under the helmet. So 1st and 10 in Ram territory at the 41-yard line. Russell in the backfield. And they give to Kyler Mosley, who's the tailback. Mosley falls forward past the 35, and he'll pick up 7 or 8 yards, and he'll be again second and short.
I like this play calling right now for the Sun. Run between the tackles, get your hogs moving downfield, get them warmed up, get them excited about smash mouth football against the D-line of the Rams. And then it will tighten up that front 7 and possibly the halfbacks of the Rams defensively. Then that opens up your Simonize, your Wishards downfield, and you can start picking them apart. If you can get that happy medium between the two, it's a nice day for the offense.
I haven't seen Mosley really in the backfield as a tailback all season long. Again, you go down to the 40-man roster, guys are playing in different positions. They swing it to Wishart. Wishart's got the ball and the first down, gets to the 25, fighting for yards to about the 20-yard line. Good pickup again for Liam Wishart. Picked up maybe close to 15.
Yeah, the Sun offense have the best of both worlds going right now. They're getting into their rhythm. Their players are executing the plays as drawn up in the game plan with the coaches, and it's getting the Rams defense on their heels. A little bit of frustration, a little bit of scratching their head, seeing maybe their game plan isn't up to snuff or their guys are making mistakes, and now they're getting inside their own red zone.
Mark it at the 21. 1st and 10. Martin's empty backfield. They've loaded the right side. 4 receivers. Make it a 5. Martin's going to roll that way. Here comes the pressure from the backside. Martins gets the ball away. End zone through the hands of Simonize. Couldn't bring it in. Just a little far for Rashad. Where's the dive, Rashad?
Dive or vertical. I mean, you know, if I'm the quarterback coach, if I'm the receivers coach, if I'm the OC, if I'm the head coach, you got to go up and get that football. This is a playoff game. You want every opportunity to put those points on the board. To me, that should have been a completion. Simonize, especially, you know, the level of talent that this kid has. He's probably, you know, his worst critic right now thinking, that's me, I should have had that football. Go back to, you know, Martins and say, sorry, man, that's on me. Throw it to me again, and I'll put up 6.
2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line of the Rams. Russell in the backfield now. Martins drop back. He'll swing it over to here on the screen of Russell. Russell has it to the 10. Russell goes over one of the Rams. Gets down to the 8 or 9-yard line. But Brandon Desjardins took a big lick from Casey Russell. And it looks like he should have enough for first down.
Yeah, it should be a first down. Great play call, great execution. I think you're one block away from possibly getting even closer to the goal line. Casey was just ahead of one of the old linemen. I wasn't quite ready to see. Yeah, so if he was able to set that up and take out the linebacker, yeah, he may even got inside the 5-yard line. But hey, 1st and goal now.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Remember, this drive started after Connor Novak jumped on a fumble. I formation. Martins will pitch it to Wishart. Wishart has the corner. Liam Wishart, touchdown, Okanagan Sun.
Great play calling, great execution by the Okanagan Sun offensive unit right there. That's, you come off of an excellent turnover by your defense, and this is exactly how you want it to see. very often you'll see one play, a team goes downtown, they get quick points on the board, but they're able to march the ball down, execute your run game and your pass game at this level early, midway through the first quarter, and to get 6 points on the board. Kudos to the Okanagan Sun offense.
7-play drive results in a 8-yard touchdown run by Liam Wishart. Keely Hines on for the extra point. The kick has been good. The Okanagan Sun strike first in this playoff matchup with 6:16 to go. The Okanagan Sun 7, the Langley Rams nothing. You're listening to JDS. Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. 7-0 Okanagan Sun with 6:16 to go in the opening quarter after a 53-yard drive. Took 7 plays and an 8-yard touchdown scamper by Liam Wishart. 7-0 Sun. As Keely Hines will kick it in the direction of J.J. Jackson, who's not there. Jackson has to go all the way over across the field, pick it up at his 10. And he slips and falls at around the 14-yard line. We saw that 2 weeks ago where Keely picked a corner, and the Rams actually turned the ball over 2 weeks ago because the returner had to run so far to go get it, like we saw here. It was a good placement by Hines, and they pinned the Rams deep.
No, great placement, and also, the sod helps you as well. A damp sod is going to give that ball that thud instead of bouncing out of bounds. And it also, the turf monster got the returner as well. Jackson misplaced his footing and hit the turf, and now they're inside their own 15-yard line, which is terrible field position.
From the right hash, Colby Peters will come back out as the quarterback. Nathan Lund is now in the backfield, former All-Canadian. Lund will get the handoff. He'll try the right side. Lund with a flag down gets the 20-yard line, but what is the flag all about is Novak with the tackle. Could be an offside around the far side of the field from the side judge.
Yeah, it looks like procedure.
Yep, it is against the Rams, so take away the injury, or the injury. I was going to talk about Nathan Lund's injury, but take away the gain by Lund. And he single-handedly, if you remember back, I don't know if you're at the 2014 Cullen Cup game, but he single-handedly beat the Sun.
Yeah.
Scored the winning touchdown, a 23-19 victory. Heartbreaking.
And that was a great run here. That would have been 2nd and 5, deep inside your own zone. That's a great 1st and 10 inside your own red zone play.
Oh, 1st and 15. 5:53 to go. Peters in a shotgun empty backfield. Here comes the pressure. Peters gets the ball away. It is intercepted. Picked up by Raquel Cespedes again. Cespedes brings it down to the 15. He's gobbled up there. But Raquel Cespedes, it's the 3rd turnover of the game by the Rams. 2nd pick by Cespedes.
To me, now being up here 60 yards away, it looked like there was 3 receivers he could have thrown to. Now, I don't know who he was looking at, but Cespedes looked like he was right in his line of sight to try and go the 2nd level to get the 1st down. I'm not quite sure what they were seeing, if he was hiding maybe possibly behind maybe Richard or the linebacker. Oftentimes you tell your halfbacks and corners when they're in zone to try and hide behind guys to, deceive the quarterback, but it didn't look like he put much power in behind it, and I would think it's Cespedes' day, and I'd stay away from him the rest of the game.
I would too. 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll swing it out to Curry on a running back screen, and he's gobbled up immediately. Great pursuit again. Charles Brown, an all-star for the Rams this season, read it perfectly, and it'll be a loss on the play.
Yeah, it looked like the whole Rams front 7-9 on that strong side read it right away. As soon as that ball was getting swung out, you saw nothing but white jerseys bearing down on.
They put the momentum all the way back to the 23-yard line. So 2nd and 19 for the Sun offense. Ram defense trying to hold here after being put in a tough spot. Martins in a shotgun. Passing situation. Martins is going to go to the end zone looking for Simonize, but throws it over everybody's head. Simonize was double coverage. And a 2-and-out here by the Sun, and Keely Hines will come on for a field goal attempt. Hines during the regular season was 11 of 19, just good on 57% of his kicks. As long as being 37, this will be shorter than that, as Wishart will be the holder at the 30-yard line. So 30-yard field goal for Keely Hines from the right hash. And Simonize with a few words or two with the Ram bench.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to seen the Sun go back to the same style play calling they saw in that previous scoring drive. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You had great momentum. You had the defense for the Rams on their heels. Your players were executing what you were calling. I think I would have gone back to the same kind of between tackle running and just do those short passes and pick your way down the field.
Keely Hines good from 30 yards. His first of the postseason, his 12th good field goal of the 2016 campaign. At 4:29, the Sun take a 10-0 lead. Points off turnovers. They've got all 10 points off their turnovers. The fumble recovery by Connor Novak led to the touchdown. Then the interception, Cespedes' second interception of the afternoon, leads to a 30-yard field goal by Hines. Obviously, the Sun want to get on the board as far as touchdowns are. But you, as you mentioned, I believe in the keys of the game, you got to get points in a playoff game because defenses usually run supreme over offenses in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and right now you've got the Rams offense rattled because they can't get what they want going in their game plan, and you've got their defense that's possibly going to start getting frustrated because they've got the shadow of their goalposts up their backside the entire first quarter right now. So yeah, 3 points is great. You want, as you said, points off turnovers. That's textbook football. When your team is going to, your opponent is going to make a mistake, you want to take advantage of that every single time.
Hines will tee it up from his own 45. 4:29 to go, opening quarter. 10-0 Sun with the lead. Hines will kick it in the direction of Jordan Lund. Dangerous returner from his own 15. Lund on the right side gets to the 25, and he's swallowed up there. Good coverage by the Sun special teams. And the Rams offense will take over. Trey Adams, I believe, on the stop. And with 4:24 to go, what will the Rams do? They're going to stick with Colby Peters, it looks like. Tommy Robertson threw one pass. It was an interception. He got benched for Colby Peters, who throws an interception and remains in the game. Stephen Lagar, by the way, is the other quarterback on the roster, but he's lined up as a wide receiver in the pregame workouts, but we haven't seen him yet line up as a wide receiver during game action. Empty backfield again. 6 receivers for Peters. Peters back to pass. Short drop, has his man Keeler, but he drops it in and out of his hands. Good coverage by Cody Thompson, who's all over the big body of Keeler. And it's incomplete, second down.
Yeah, excellent coverage. And I think you're going to start seeing the Sun defense, the defensive line realizing they're not going to get in that 6 receiver empty set with the shotgun. You're not going to often get to the quarterback to put pressure on him, so you got to get your hands up. You got to obstruct his line of sight, take away his passing lanes, and force him to either scramble or throw another pick.
Second down, they give the ball a handoff to Nathan Lund. Jonas Gearing brings him down short of the first down. A quick tune-up by the Rams. That was a different looking play as Lund went in motion. Got the handoff, picked up 6, second and 4. Pardon me, pick up a 4, second and 6. And the Rams will kick.
Yeah, and the Rams are kind of going through a whole gambit of play calling right now. Yeah. So be it, is it desperation already? Are they trying to find out what might work? Or are they just going to go through, here's our game plan for the first quarter. We're going to test the Sun defense and see how they line up, and then make adjustments into the second quarter and halftime and say, okay, we've run these plays. This is how they're going to line up. Now we're going to start attacking. Simonize
back deep for this kick. Doherty can pound it. Low line drive here. Bounces for Simonize, gets it at his own 42. Simonize with a flag on the ground. Simonize running backwards now to his 40. Now inside the 40, now to the 35. Simonize, where are you going? Trying to get to the corner. Good pursuit. He's brought down to the 39-yard line. Terrific coverage by the Langley Rams. Jacob Dodd stayed right with Simonize and brings him down, but there's a flag on the far side.
Yeah, good consistent coverage by the Rams, because a guy like Simonize, when he gets to top speed, you're not going to catch him. But he always had someone nipping at his legs. Yeah. He had to get rid of a guy, and you can't get into your stride and hit that corner. He was aiming for it, but he constantly had those Rams in his face, and he couldn't get around.
So no yards, a 5-yard variety against the Rams, which helps. And we'll put the ball at the 47-yard line of the Sun. That's where this drive will take over. 7-play, 53-yard touchdown run by Liam Wisher. Made it 7-0. And then after the interception, offense went nowhere, and Keely Hines kicked the 30-yard field goal. The offense goes back to work. Martin's in a shotgun. Hasn't played in a playoff game since high school, and flags fly as a number of players jumped. Could have been anybody. Well, they give it to Cole Bertram. I guess you got to give it to somebody.
Yeah.
And the former Mountain Boucherie grad is whistled there with 3:15 to go. First quarter, 10-0 Sun with the lead. Now looking at a 2nd and 15. Down to the 43-yard line. It's an opportunity here for the Rams to maybe pin their ears back and try to go after somebody. Martin's in a shotgun. Back to pass. Rams rushing 4, and they're looking for Shamar. He's got it at midfield, driven backwards to the 54 of the Sun. Donaldson, his first catch. Shy of the first down. Be 2nd and about 3 after the pickup of 12 yards for Shamar.
Yeah, good throw and catch. That ball was, it's a wide side, deep out to throw. It's in the air a long time. I think Lund was probably a stride away from making a good play on that.
Donaldson, first reception in the playoffs, 6 against the Rams this season. And a 2nd and 3. Martin's in a shotgun, gives to Curry. He'll go up the middle, has the first down. Kellen Curry gets up at it about the 51-yard line, but he picks up the first down.
And that's nice to see the Hogs of the Okanagan Sun get off the ball. They're driving that line of scrimmage forward, downhill, and Curry's hitting that line of scrimmage at full speed, which is great, because even if you do get contact at the line of scrimmage or within a yard or so, your momentum, even though you might be undersized, when you're hitting it that fast, you're hitting at like 210, 220-pound running back.
So first down, I formation. Martin going right back to Curry. He'll try to bounce out the right side, kind of slips, trying to make a cut, but he did get back to the line of scrimmage and another yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Curry may be short of stature, 5'8", but he's a big one. He's a wide load with 185. Yeah. Trying to give the Moose Jaw name a little. Yeah.
The DBs for the Rams are doing well coming up on the run support. I think that was Beckerleg that came up off the outside. The blocking was there against the DN and linebackers, but to have that halfback come up and help you on the run, that's exactly what you want to see, especially at your weak side halfbacks. You've got to be that 4th linebacker. 2nd and 9 from the Ram 50. Pump fake from Martins. Good coverage down the field by the Rams. Martins looking for a secondary receiver, and he has it. Mosley makes the reception at the 20. Beckerleg went for the deflection or the pick, cut in front of him, didn't get there. Mosley makes the reception all the way down to the 20. 30-yard pickup. Yeah, I think Beckerleg just got caught watching the ball in the air. He knew where the receiver was. He knew where the completion was going to happen, but when you're just watching the ball, you can't get up to top speed. He needs to put his head down, find that receiver's hip, then look to make the play. And he might have had a chance to pick that off because it was in the air a long time. Great read by Martins, great pass coverage, and good job in the receivers to run themselves open. But I think the Rams defense could have actually made a play on that. Mosley's first postseason reception. 1st and 10 from the 20. They give to Curry. Curry goes up the middle, lowers the shoulder, gets 5 yards, knocked down at the 15. It'll be 2nd and 5. No, he's running hard. He's running low to the field. Curry's just, when he's getting up into that, when he starts seeing white jerseys close on him, he's not looking to pull up and stop and try and find the seam. He's just, okay, if I'm going to get an extra 1 or 3 yards, I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to go right through you. This will be the final play of the first quarter. From the 15-yard line, clock reads zeros. Martin's in a shotgun on 2nd and 5 with Curry in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Mosley. He looked that way briefly. Now looking down the middle of the field, looking for Simonize again. No, it's Wishart at the back of the end zone. He can't come up with it. And that's going to do it for the first quarter play. After 1, the Okanagan Sun lead it 10-0.
21-yard field goal attempt by Keely Hines from the right hash. He was good from 30 in the first quarter. Opening play of the second quarter. The kick is up and it is good. Keely Hines knocks it through. And the Okanagan Sun now lead 13-0.
And now that's 3 straight drives where they put up points, which is great. Now their defense is helping and giving them some great field position. Or call it the Rams offense, or shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
But I think I'd like to see if Coach Gamboris, the quarterback coach, or Kof Wolthausen, the offense coordinator for the Sun, talk with Martins and get him to start thinking about how he's going to deliver his deep ball. I think that previous incompletion should have easily been a touchdown. He was wide open, receiver wide open on that post. I think Martin should have taken a little air off that and thrown a laser just over the uprights, the crossbar of the uprights, as opposed to going too much air and allowing either the defender to make a play, or you just throw too far and you run out of real estate.
There's an unnecessary roughness call after the field goal was good against the Okanagan Sun, so the Rams will start their drive from their own 50. Great field position after the 15-yard penalty. They went no business in the kickoff. So 1st and 10 Rams from their own 50. 5 receivers. Carter the only guy in the backfield. They'll swing it to him, or pitch it to him, I suppose. Carter gets to midfield. He'll be knocked down. A flag flies in the Sun secondary late, as a tackle was made by Cody Thompson.
Good crackback too by, I think it's Keller, the receiver, 88 for the Rams, coming downfield and then cracking on that defensive end outside linebackers. You got to get your halfbacks and corners calling those crackbacks. So when a linebacker or a DN gets that in the ear hole and they don't hear that crack call by their teammate, they're usually screaming at their teammate to make sure they call that.
It's a hold against the Rams, so take away the carry by Carter. And with 14:33 to go, second quarter, it's 13-0 Sun. 3 turnovers in that first quarter by the Rams. 2 picks by Raquel Cespedes, and then a fumble recovery by Connor Novak. 2 of those resulting in points. 13-0 Sun. And a 1st and 20 looking at the Rams offense. Peters in a shotgun, empty backfield. Here comes the delayed blitz. Hit as a throw, as Sakanani has his first reception. Akasani, pardon me. Tackled there by Fullerton. He picked up about 9, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And Kitzman was the corner that was in coverage, and he blew a tire trying to break on that. He saw the pass coming. I think he was getting excited to come up and either make a stick or a knockdown, and just when on his plant foot just got lost underneath him and he hit the turf. And I think he was a little too much power in the legs to come upfield and make a play on that. He was there, he saw the play, but just lost his footing on the turf.
They give him 8, so 2nd and 12. From their own 48. Here comes Lane Hall on a blitz. They give the ball away to Carter, but he mishandles it. Lane Hall was right in the face of Kobe Peters, who had to get rid of the ball very quickly, and Carter couldn't come up with a reception.
Yeah, I don't know if Carter possibly heard footsteps. He had a little bit of real estate around him to catch that ball and possibly make a play before taking a lick. Yep. I don't think Haynes would have got up there very quick and would have been trailing him, actually. So Carter definitely wants to get that back. But as you said, when you're rushing the quarterback, it's probably sometimes thrown a little too, tight inside, a little low. The delivery isn't there when you're pressuring the quarterback.
So the Rams will have to kick. Liam Crane back deep for the Sun. And Doherty standing his own 35. Doherty gets the ball away. Short kick by Doherty, bounces right into the waiting arms of Crane at the 30, and he's wrestled down. There's a flag on the play. It'll be a no yards. Keeler on the tackle. And the Sun should have fairly good field position. A rare low and not a very long kick by Doherty. Here's the BCFC All-Star kicker. And for good reason. No yards. And they'll place the ball at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you're going to want to see the Rams putting a little more pressure on their punter to help out their offense and defense. When you can't get the drives going to get in the field position yourself as an offense to pin them, then you need your punter to step up and start driving that football, knowing that he can do it and get those expectations there. 3
receivers to the right, Curry in the backfield. Rams almost jumped their rush 4. They give the Curry, he'll go up the middle, and he's swallowed up by a couple of members, including Nick Wastad and Shareem Charles Brown. Wadstad's a big dude, 6'5", 300 pounds. Played a year at the University of Manitoba out of Chilliwack. He's found a home here with the Rams. He was an all-star this year.
Yeah, and the Rams front are doing a good job at starting to zone it, key in on that inside run. So you might start seeing, if the Suns start running those zone reads again, that you'll see Martin start pulling the ball and running it himself or running play action off it.
Curry got a yard, so 2nd and 9. Martins back to pass. Rams just rushing 3, and the pressure will get to him. Shareem Charles Brown with his first sack of the postseason. He has 8 during the regular season. And the Rams, who only rushed 3, were still able to get to Martins to bring him down.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Vecchio should have possibly maybe washed him a little wider on that pressure, but Martins needs to feel that too and step up. If your first or second read isn't there, you need to step up with authority and come up into the pocket and find your third read or tuck the football and run.
We were looking at that replay. Martins just holding on the ball. Didn't even get a chance to tuck it under his arm. Very fortunate to keep it. Akil Cespedes has to go high to get this one down. Here come the Rams. A flag flies and make contact with Cespedes on the kick. Jordan Lund has the return at the 50, now midfield into Sun territory. Breaks a couple tackles, but this one could be coming back. Another flag flies at the 25-yard line, but 2 guys came through the line. The Rams coaching staff want to say that the ball was tipped.
Yeah, was it a lousy kick, and that's why it came off looking ugly? It still had a lot of meat on it, so it didn't seem like it got touched, but, you know, the refs are down there a lot closer than we are. I would have guessed that it's not. Let's see what they're...
There's a ref from the kicker, yep. That's a first down for the Okanagan Sun.
And that's tough because the call was there. They had a great block coming. It should have been blocked. There's no doubt about it that it should have been blocked.
Coming through the line was Danny Stanger.
And he just, probably to get there is why he was too tight up the leg of the punter. But when you're going in for that blocking kick, you're aiming for about 2 yards in front of his leg and about a yard and a half ahead. That's the blocking point. You're not looking at the way he's dropping. You're not looking at his foot. You're not looking at the football. You're looking at where that football's going to come off his leg and come across with your hands crossed. And he missed his target, more than likely just so he could get there, but the opportunity for them to make a huge play was there.
So the offense back out on the field from their own 50. Martins in shotgun, swings it out to Wishart. Wishart has the ball at the line of scrimmage, and he's tackled there. Great pursuit again by the Rams, who read that play beautifully. And Desjardins gets credited for the tackle.
Yeah, good read by the Rams, but when you're going to execute a swing pass like that, you can't stutter step. You got to get the ball into the receiver's hands, then he's got to get upfield. When you catch and then wait to see where you're going to go, you're giving the defense time to either get off a block or swarm to the point of attack.
Rams did that. You could see those white jerseys swarming around Wishart. Yeah. 2nd and 10 from their own 50 now. Curry in the backfield. 3 receivers left to the right. Martins back to pass. Gets the ball away, but it's over everybody's head. Looking for Nathaniel Anderson. And the Sun will kick again.
Yeah, I think Martins probably, as he was coming forward, decided that that was a bad read and put a little more air under it to know. I don't think he could have threaded that needle. There was 2 defenders underneath him, 1 on top, and he wasn't going to get that in there.
10:44 to go, 13-0. Okanagan Sun and Cespedes will come out again to kick it away. Jordan Lund will go back deep. And Lund did show some of his talents, his moves, his skills, and speed.
It's an excellent return. Yeah, for sure.
Cespedes better snap this time. Nobody around him. Good spiral kick, chasing Lund all the way back to his 18-yard line. Here comes Jamie Turek, can't quite get there. As he flies by, Lund running east to west, and he'll be brought down at the 10-yard line. Great pursuit there. Trey Adams. But give credit to Jamie Turek, who was able to cut him off and shoot him in the direction that he had to run, and then Adams brings him down.
And Turek knows he should have had that tackle too. When you got a veteran defensive player like Turek, he was just coming. It's easier said than done because you're coming down full head of steam to brace yourself and to be able to make the play. But he needs to attack his outside hip and his downfield hip as opposed to the inside upfield, and that allows the returner to get outside. So Turek knows that, but kudos to Adams to come around, keep that containment, and make him run east-west. And now they're, this is a heck of a position for the Rams to start.
1st and 10 from their own 10. Peters gives to Joe Carter. Carter up the middle, and Carter will be stopped around the 15-yard line. And Lane Hall in a pushing and shoving match with Sellers on the far side. No flag. And Joe Carter picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, we might start seeing some of those personal battles start coming out now as the game progresses. You've got some exceptional talent on both sides of the football here in this game, and you're going to start seeing those battles like the Hall and the Sellers and stuff. Like, you're going to see the O-line and D-line start getting a little nasty, and this game might start getting a little interesting when it comes to that.
It is the 3rd time these two teams have seen each other this year. 2nd and 6. Peters to the air, far side. He has a man, has the catch, but the stick by Kitzman on Akasani. Kitzman played it nicely, and we'll see where they get forward momentum. And it looks like, as you mentioned, Jason, it'll be short of the 1st down. They had to get to the 20. The ball is sitting, at least some of it, on the 20-yard line.
Because he caught it right at the marker. If he would have came straight down, it would have been a 1st down. But because Kitzman was able to get there and then get him just inside those markers on first contact is where they marked him short.
So 3rd and inches, and the Rams are going to go for it. Yeah. If they can get the personnel in time, Stephen Lagar is the 3rd string quarterback, I suppose, because he's the 3rd guy in.
Fullback Ogloff, and then, their other quarterback. So it looks like he's the short yardage quarterback because you've got Peters just coming out as a receiver.
Everybody crowding the box. Lagar looks like he got it on a 2nd or 3rd effort. But there's a flag on the snap as well. Ben McCollum is saying it's against the Rams, and this one coming back.
That would be unfortunate for the Rams.
8:25 to go in the 1st half. 13-0 Sun. It's an offensive or offside against the Sun. So that'll automatically give you a 1st down. And Lagar's afternoon is done.
And make your coach blow a gasket.
Yes.
3rd and short, opportunity to stop them deep inside their own red zone, and you give up. You give easy 5 yards to get the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 from their own 20. Justin Timberlake blasting the speakers. Kind of look like
Just Dance, 2 T's, Just Dance.
Well, thank God it's radio. Although thank you to the listeners and viewers. A little toss to Carter. Carter gets the 1st down and more. And Carter picked up about, pardon me, sorry. I was misreading the line of scrimmage. He got 9. It'll be 2nd and 1, maybe 2nd and 2.
Yeah, good run. Getting up to the 2nd level. O-line are getting downfield. They're getting a push now. They're getting the front 7 of the Sun on their heels a little bit. Allows Carter to start knifing through using his talent. And, 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2, that's a beauty position for your offense. Makes the play calling easier, makes the execution that much easier for your guys. And now you're getting the ball moving and you're getting out of the shadow of your own goalpost.
And the short yardage guys coming back in. Ogloff, the fullback, and Lagar again going to come in.
Take a stab downfield.
I was going to say this
2nd and 1.
This could be a spot where you could do it. You're down by 13. 7:20 to go in the opening half. Lagar will keep it, try to go up the middle, push the pile, and the Sun saying he didn't get it, but that's 2nd down. See what the call is from the official where they put momentum. The Sun bench exploded almost like they had a fumble recovery, but the Rams have the football.
Yeah, I didn't notice that it popped out.
And they did not get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a lousy spot.
They're going to replay the down, according to the official.
I don't think I'd be happy with that on either side of the football, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know what the call was or why. We're able to replay it down, but Lagar and the big bodies will come back in for the Rams, so like it never happened. 7:02 remaining. 13-0 Sun with the lead. So we'll do it all over again. Lagar gets the snap. He'll go forward, and he'll get the 1st down as he pops out the other end of the pile. He picked up about 4 on the play. It'll be 1st down. And Lagar puts the ball down on the field and departs again. He knows his role, I guess.
Well, there you go.
In,
yeah,
short yardage,
fair enough in the play calling for the Rams. Keep it simple. Just get those chains moving. Keep the ball and the momentum in your hands. And if not, if you can at least maybe possibly put up 3 or 7 by the end of the half, then great way to go into the locker room.
The ball will be placed at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Rams. There's 6:17 and ticking to go. 13-0 Sun. A 8-yard Liam Wishart scamper and 2 Keely Hines field goals. The only scoring so far in the first half. Peters back into the ballgame as the quarterback, looking for his receiver. Akasani has it at the 50, tries to make a move. Akasani gets knocked out of bounds at the 54-yard line. Hall and Cespedes in on the stop, but enough for a first down. However, there is a flag.
Looks like some good timing patterns by the Rams on that. We'll decline that. Offside on the Sun, but Peters just dropping back. He knows where his receiver's going to be, and he's just delivering it on point. Good strike, good catch. That's a real nice first down play.
As we listen to Ross Thompson, the head official, come up and against Horton. It's declined, as Jason says, so it'll be a first down. We're going to talk to Ross Thompson inside the halftime to find out, do officials get nervous?
Yeah, good point.
For a playoff game. I won't spoil the answer.
Not that I ever cared when I was a coach. No disrespect to them, but.
Good point. First down. They give to Carter. He'll go up the middle, get to midfield, spins, and gets knocked down on the second effort. Inside Sun territory at about the 53-yard line. Good second effort by Joe Carter.
Excellent. Yeah, he's starting to find his groove. O-line are giving him opportunities to get up to that second level. And yeah, instead of having 2nd and 8, now you get that 2nd and 5, which is what they need. The Rams are starting to find themselves now on the offense. They're starting to get a little bit of confidence. Their players are playing a little cleaner, for lack of a better word, considering what happened in the first quarter with the turnovers. And they're starting to look like they're going to bring this out and make this a proper playoff game.
Well, this offense is on the field a little bit more now than they were in the first quarter. 2nd and 5. They're going to toss it to Carter on the left side. Carter will have the first down. Good tackle by Kitzman, but not until Carter gets the first down. Picked up 6 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10. 4:59 to go. 13-0 Sun. And here come the Rams down to the Sun 46-yard line. And this Ram offense can score points. They were second only to West Shore on the season, 323 yards, so averaging 32 points a game. But against the Sun, they scored 11 and 24 in the 2 games in the regular season. Well, 1st and 10 from the Sun 46. Peters in a shotgun, has 4 receivers on the left side, but he's looking right. Has his man Sellers. It's popped up in the air and incomplete. In and out of the hands and off the shoulder pad of Sellers.
Yeah, I think Sellers was thinking of his play, his move after the catch, because he knew he had coverage over his right shoulder, and then he saw the D-line breaking off coming back to him. So he's thinking, I got to catch this and either lower my shoulder, get upfield, or make a man miss. And I think he was just short-armed it and was thinking ahead before securing the football.
Thinking about Haynes giving him a shot too, as Haynes had the coverage. So 2nd and 10 again from the Sun 46-yard line, 4:07 to go. Second quarter. Peters in a shotgun. 5 receivers. He's looking right side. Now this one is caught by Sellers and has the first down on a sliding catch inside the 35 down to the 33.
Yeah, Peters is looking good. He's making good quality reads now. It's nice that they're establishing a run game behind him. So it's nice when Carter can start getting those 4 to 6, 7 yard per carry runs. It makes it easier for you to establish your pass game. But he's making good reads.
Cespedes just had the coverage, a little too much of a cushion. And Sellers made a nice sliding catch. And Sellers was one of the guys. Kahari Joseph, the head coach of the Rams in our pregame show, said that he needs to see some big games from him as Joe Carter gets the handoff. Carter, a couple of nice moves. Carter gained a 9, now 10, a stiff arm, gets the first down. A flag flies at the end. And he's forced out of bounds down the 20-yard line to pick up a 13 if it stands. We'll see what the call is from the official.
Yeah, I don't know if that stiff arm got a little high and they might call him on a face mask, maybe a possible legal hand to the face, but that could have been after yards gained. he may have been at the first down marker if it is on him. No, they are talking to the Rams.
So pushing some of the players back, saying, okay, we got this. This drive started, remember, at the Rams 10. Good sustained drive. The defense is getting some air on the sideline for the Rams. Conversely, the Sun offense has had an opportunity to try to get on the same page. Good stiff arm on Cespedes. And
yeah, I don't know if they're going to call that. Maybe his stiff arm was too high up into the face of Cespedes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's rare you see that, but if he's looking to stiff arm that defender while still looking upfield as how he's going to attack downfield and other defenders coming, you lose track of where your hand is. That's unfortunate because that was an excellent run.
Absolutely.
That was a great run by Carter, getting into pushing their red zone area, as you said. They've already gone a good 70 yards downfield, and that's unfortunate to lose 15 yards like that. But it does look like it was after yards gained, so it's still first down.
So instead of inside the Sun 20, the ball will be placed at the 48-yard line. What a turnaround there, yeah.
That's tough, yeah.
So first, well, the board says, well, board is the board. Peters is going to launch it up to Akasani, who makes the reception, gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So he got back, now getting to the 20. They have to get to the Sun 24-yard line for a first down. Got a big chunk of it back there on that ball by Peters.
Yeah, a lot of airtime out of that.
I was going to say, you talked about the loft when Martins was throwing into the end zone. That one just stayed up there.
Looked like a punt.
Yeah. 2:59 to go.
But good concentration by Okansami too, because you know the defenders are having time to close in on you, and am I going to get smoked as I catch it or not? But no, that's good to get that much yardage back. This is manageable now. You got 2nd and 7, give or take a half yard. This is really manageable for the Rams, and also got it back to where now you could push for a field goal.
The referees are taking time to huddle up. In the meantime, Peters went over and chatted with the Rams bench. Come up with a play here. On a 2nd and about 6, maybe 7. Peters in a shotgun, 4 receivers on the right side. They pitch it over here to Carter again. Carter to the 25, and it'll be held up there. Good tackle there, Beck Fullerton. Yeah, should be short, about a yard short.
Yeah.
I guess the 25 would pick up a 5, needed to get 7. That's a long 6, and they had to get 7, yeah. So the ball, the first down marker is at the 23-yard line, not the 24, and the line of scrimmage now is at 25. So if you're the Rams, you could bring on an excellent field goal kicker in Tieran Doherty, which looks like they will. That'll be a 32-yard attempt for Doherty. I was trying to keep track of how many plays that was in the drive. It was a lot.
That was an excellent drive of the Rams. Yeah, now we'll see, obviously,
does it result
close the points right now?
Ryan McDonald, the holder for the Rams, a 32-yard field goal attempt for Tieran Doherty. He had 24 during the regular season. His kick is up, and it's plenty good. And with 2:41 to go in the first half, the Rams get on the board in this playoff game. It's now 13-3.
Excellent way for them to climb back into this game. Yeah, it's only 3 points. They're still 10 points down. But considering how that first quarter went for them, this was an excellent drive. It's not like they only marched 20 to 30 yards and put up 3 points, but they came all the way from their own 10-yard line, showed some poise. They had a couple of penalties go back against them. I think that's great play calling, great execution by the Rams, and they're starting to get a little bit of momentum to get back into this game and give this Sun a run for their money.
Looking down on that Rams bench, there's Lagar, who had a couple of key keepers and to keep drives alive, and Joe Carter is getting a lot of congratulations down on that bench after he picked up some serious yardage against the Sun defense. He will take the ball now at the 35. Martins in a shotgun. They give it to Curry. He'll fall forward for a few. It'll be 2nd and 7 after the Curry run. With 2:36 to go, Sun lead at 13-3, with the West Shore Rebels waiting for the winner of this one. In 2 weeks' time, this Cullen Cup Championship game, where the Sun hosted last year, will be hosted in West Shore. In 2 weeks' time, who will be the Sun or the Rams? 2nd and 7. Martin's in a shotgun. Curry again in the backfield. Martin's to the air. Here comes the pressure. Hit as he throws. The ball in the air. The ball incomplete. Foster Martins is going to be slow to get up as Isaiah Stewart, the former Sun, came through the line and put a lick.
Beauty call. And I was going to comment, too, before that play started, that we'll see now if the Rams defense can feed off what their offense did. And obviously, when you look at that last play, the answer's resounding, yes, it is. Yeah. Great call by the Rams defense coordinator. Great timing to come knifing up the center like that and just smoke the quarterback. When he's reading wide, he can't quite see that in his periphery. That was... It could have been a lot worse. It could have resulted in a direct turnover and possibly even a quick score. But now the Rams are getting the ball back with plenty of time left.
Yeah, 2:15 to go.
Probably reasonable field position.
Yeah, Martin's looked to be okay, by the way, as he left the field. There's a punt to Jordan Lund. Gets it to his own 40. Now is 50. Now to midfield. Jordan Lund still on his feet in Sun territory and knocked down of bounds inside the Sun 50-yard line. Marking him at the 48-yard line. And yeah, here come the Langley Rams.
This is a huge switch around in the second half of the second quarter here for the Rams. Complete 180 degrees, the way the Sun defense is playing and the way the Rams offense is playing.
Yep, the rain starting to fall here at the Apple Bowl as well. As some of the people along the sidelines have brought out the umbrellas. I mentioned in the pregame show the Sun have not shown they could play well in the rain. 2:03 to go. The defense will try to hold. Ball we place at the 49-yard line. Colby Peters will be the quarterback, and why not? He's played very well. Empty Tommy Robertson lasted one play. And as the starter, he threw a pick. 3 receivers on the right side. Empty backfield for Peters. Peters' throw is going to be caught on a dive by Keeler. Nice catch at the 35-yard line.
Just outside of the vertical of Hull.
Yeah.
Just outside. I don't know if he mistimed the drop. It's tough sometimes to gauge how much loft is on the arc of the quarterback's throw, but great touch by him. Any less meat on that throw, and that's a pick by Hull.
See if we can see it on the replay here as Hull just under the camera shot there. But first and 10 Rams from the Sun 34-yard line. Pick up a 15 on the catch by Keeler. And they give to Nathan Lund. Lund met in the backfield. Cody McCoy coming through the line and making the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Corey was able to punch right through. Good speed there. And it'll be second and 10.
Not to take anything away from Nathan Lund, but I'm amazed that they're taking away Carter. Carter ran so well at the previous 2 drives. Why would you not just keep feeding him the rock unless he's getting gassed or they've got a master game plan that they're trying to set up? But I would have kept giving Carter the rock.
Carter's on the bench right now. He's standing. He's on the far side. So second and 10. Peters in a shotgun. 6 receivers empty backfield. Peters has time. His throw far sideline. This one is caught by Ryan McDonald. Makes a move. McDonald will have the first down in the second effort. He blew by the defensive back on a nice move as the defensive back didn't keep containment, came shooting by, and he got the first down. He did McDonald inside the Sun 25-yard line. We'll see who
I couldn't see
flew by him.
There.
And McDonald make the catch, and then Trey Adams, I guess he lost a tire there trying to get back. But Adams lost the coverage, and McDonald gets the first down. And with 50 seconds remaining, the Rams have Tyrion Doherty warming up, but they're thinking touchdown. Again, 6 receivers, empty backfield. Sun gonna rush 4. They give to Lund, who came in on motion. And Lund gets, looks like 6 or 7 yards. 38 seconds to go. Rams, I believe, have all their timeouts.
I think both sides do, to tell you the truth. I don't think I remember either side calling a timeout.
Yeah, no timeout here. It'll be second and 4 after the pickup of 6 yards from the 17-yard line. The Sun, 6 receivers again, empty backfield. Peters to the air. Peters' pass is incomplete, well short of his intended receiver.
And there's those timing patterns that you're seeing them that they're develop right now, and he's just picking a spot and throwing. It's actually luckily he threw that in the dirt because quite honestly there was great coverage there, and you don't want to give up an 80-yard pick 6 when you're driving the ball so well. And you're going to put up another 3 points, hopefully.
Yeah, Tieran Doherty will come out for a 25-yard field goal attempt. Doherty was 24 of 31 in field goals during the regular season. Ball right in the middle of the field. 25 seconds to go before halftime. And Doherty will line it up with Ryan McDonald, the holder. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it's plenty good as well as Tieran Doherty kicks it through. He's done all the scoring for the Rams so far in this one. A 25-yard field goal, and it's now 13-6 Sun. And all their points, their 6 points and their 2 drives have come with under 2 minutes or under 3 minutes to go in this first half. It was all Sun in the first quarter. It's been Rams here in the second quarter. Although the difference is the Sun scored a touchdown. The Rams still looking for their first major.
No, but kudos to the Rams to battle back, get back to a 1 point or 1 score game, knowing that just how ugly that first quarter was. Often you see the wheels fall off of a team quite soon, but you know, it's playoff football. Tip your hat to the quality of the coaching, the quality of the players that are on the Rams roster, and they're thought, okay, yeah, we've had a little mishap here and there, but we're going to climb back in. We're going to show you that we can compete with you, and they're making a game of it.
First and 10 Sun from their own 35-yard line. Martins wants to go up top. He's got a man. That's Shamar Donaldson. He's got the catch. The 20, the 10, touchdown Sun. Wow.
Just kind of nullifies everything I just said about how great the Rams are climbing back into this game, but what a great play call, what a great execution. Getting behind the defender now. The coverage team of the Rams should have known. I mean, considering, you know, the quality of the coaching that you've got, and they're a good football team, that no one gets behind you in the last 2 minutes of a half. That's blown coverage. Just textbook blown coverage.
And that was Keith Zyla that delivered that pass.
Wow.
Right on the money to Shamar Donaldson, who did the rest. Gets into the end zone with 19 seconds to go. Hines will kick it through. We'll take a quick break.
Tough for the Rams.
Score 20-6 for the Sun. You're listening to Jaden.
Following a 75-yard Keith Zyla to Shamar Donaldson touchdown.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. 20-6 after the 75-yard touchdown pass. Keith Zyla to Shamar Donaldson. It is both men's first touchdown of the postseason for Zyla. He had 6 touchdown throws in the regular season. And for Donaldson, he had 2 touchdown catches in the regular season. And they get their first of the postseason. Hines kickoff in the direction of J.J. Jackson from the 10. Jackson to the 20. Jackson now to the 30, trying to get to that corner. Uh-oh. J.J. Jackson to the 50, and he's tackled there by the kicker, Hines. Gets it all the way to the 51-yard line. With 9 seconds to go, the Rams try to go deep. Why not?
What a great second quarter we're seeing right now.
What
wow.
a great last 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yeah.
My goodness. 2 field goals and a 75-yard touchdown pass in the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds on the
Canadian
clock.
football,
It
baby.
is Canadian football. Canadian playoff football as well. And 9 seconds left. Here comes Peters sprinting into the huddle, which leads him to believe that they're going to try to run a play or two. Well, if they can in 9 seconds. So don't go anywhere. This just got interesting. Peters in a shotgun. Empty backfield. Peters, he'll just pass it to Ryan McDonald, who drops it. And there's still 5 seconds left. I guess that's the only good thing. He's getting an opportunity to run another play.
Let's see how much air he can put under that. Throw it downtown.
If you're going to run a play like that, though, if McDonald makes the reception, it's possibly a 5-yard pickup. Why bother run the play?
Well, one of two things you could be thinking. Like, we don't know what the play call, why they're playing it, but either A, maybe a missed tackle gets you closer to field goal position, or you need to take some yardage off because your quarterback doesn't have enough strength to get it close to the end zone. So
Right.
maybe you're trying to shorten his Hail Mary field.
Well, this is a handoff now to Nathan Lund. Somebody lost their helmet. Two players losing their helmets. Rodriguez for the Sun, and now some pushing, shoving. There's a play or a flag at the end. As Ben McCauley is on the field yelling at his team to get away from everything. That's a good point about the field goal range, though. Tieran Doherty has a 51-yard field goal under his belt this season. Actually has 2 field goals, 50 and 51 yards. We'll see what the call is from the official. There's no time left on the clock, but the officials will have to sort this one out.
But it can't end on a defensive penalty.
Right,
So
right. Well, it was
we'll see
Lund
what the call
and
is.
Marquardt got tangled up at the end.
That's
So unnecessary roughness against the Rams, against the running back, and that will be assessed at in the third quarter. So it's halftime here at the Apple Bowl. The Okanagan Sun in front of the Langley Rams in this BC Conference semifinal game. The score, 20-6. We'll take